let's do a little Leonardo recapulo. All right. Oh boy. You know I'm a dad because I am.
Mm.
Um, all right, so when we started the last session, you all were standing over a bunch of dead were-rats in a bedroom. You looked out the window and saw that you saw that 10 cartloads of were-rats were arriving, or, coughlins. And they were all like, oh, yeah, we went out to breakfast, la, la, la. And they were exploring the house. And you all did not necessarily decide what to do very quickly. So they ended up running into the bedroom at you. You all jumped out the window and webbed the rats. He started hiding behind the carts and messing with the cart carriages. A were-rat lord burst out of the front door, and he had indomitable and legendary actions. And he was just so powerful. And Miki got the carriage going. Kaz grabbed the carriage and started riding away, but Kaz got infected with were-rat therianthropy, and the player was so upset about it that he never showed up again. Uh, rather than attempting to cure it. Uh, just kidding. I'm sure he just fell asleep randomly. Um, so yeah, you guys all ran away and escaped. But people did cool shit like Crash with her flaming spear and Miki distracting with Lean To. And unfortunately, Crash's new zombie Grant got killed. And everybody peeled out and ran away. And you guys went back to the castle. You found everybody. People were getting along a little bit better than before, although part of them were missing, the lords, the nobles, and such. And so you told them about the Coughlins. The Anaranjados got all bent out of shape and decided to go burn down the Coughlin's house with the big army and magic items and fire. And Mussover said, "Yeah, just let them do it, guys. Don't feel like you have to take point on killing the Coughlins. Uh, just handle some of the larger issues at hand." And you finished that conversation in a little room in the castle filled with doilies and tea sets, and you stole more of those things once you were left alone standing in there. And that's where we pick up some of the pending issues included trying to talk to Fia, teleporting out of the country to go to Parvus, and trying to cure Kaz's therianthropy. And there you are, standing in a room full of doilies.
All right. So, what, uh, Sarah? You said you wanted to do something, or what should we try to head out and do first?
Um, I what uh I am relatively low on resources overall, so I could use a rest. I believe uh hmm, I'm gonna look at our notes.
You I believe you rested and you went to the Coughlin house in the morning, so not too much time has passed.
Okay. Well, and I don't want to sleep in the middle of the day. Um,
Well, you could always occupy yourself with safe tasks and then go to bed and then wake up and then do something else. But during that time, the gears and wheels of evil would be turning. But then again, you know, sometimes people just want to read a book, you know?
for sure.
Mm.
Um, well, there are probably some things we should do before we leave the city, but and I need at least a day
Mm.
just to have a rest. Um, is there anything important that we might all do as a group, or should we split off and go about personal tasks?
Um, I think Andre would uh, uh, communicate that there's nothing specific that he really needs to do. If you guys want to bring him along to help you with the task, I'll do that. But if not, then he'll probably just go and see if he can find out more at the library before we rest for the day. And yep.
Do I know if Thea is here?
The last thing you said to Fia was that you were gonna take 2 days off.
Right.
And she said back to you that she was gonna connect with the prince. Um, you haven't asked the prince about that or um, really looked for information in that regard.
Yeah. Okay. I uh I might have a conversation with the prince um to relay information as well as ask something of a personal matter um which I'm sure you could join me with. Uh Other than that, I don't know if I have any business in general. I might just pass the day and maybe follow Andre to the library if there are no tasks present.
Well, there is a teeming city full of interesting things.
Mhm.
Anything could happen in the thick, thick city of Elenia Toth. You could do anything. Of course, at any moment, a chimera might jump out at you and attack you, um, as tends to happen in city streets. So, the choice is yours, but there are, of course, places to shop, and there are other things. And you do have your friend's therianthropy to think about, and other matters. So if you wish to recuperate for a duperate, you mooperate. You may.
If you guys want to go to the library, I can. I feel like we probably need some supplies if we're headed out. Maybe just a few healing potions or something like that. Um, if you want, I can stop by some shops and make the list and of stuff that we want. If
Sure. As far as I'm aware, you carry all our group's currency, so I do trust you to make purchasing decisions.
hmm,
Um, Miki, if you need a hand with the shopping, I could also do that. It could be fun.
all right,
Then perhaps while you are out, I will stay here and speak with the prince.
okay, sounds good.
Wasn't wasn't there someone you were trying to communicate with, Sarah? With the message?
Oh, yes, I'd like to talk to the prince about that person.
Oh, okay, okay. I just wanted to make sure. Um, okay, that sounds good.
Yep. Uh, cool.
So let me know who's going where, and we will go to there.
I'll go get the prince. It's funny that you guys are going shopping and I'm going somewhere else in the building that we're in. So it's like, I don't know. So like I will arrive where I'm going way sooner than you guys will, so you'll
You're gonna show up to the market stalls as we're like fast walking away and like don't look back, don't look back. If you hear anything fall out of our pockets, no, you didn't.
If you hear a very confused old man, just don't question it.
All right. So Sarah Crash is going to visit the prince, and you two are gonna go shopping.
Yeah.
All right. Let's start with Sarah. So the prince was just in this room moments ago with Mussover and Valentes, and they left the room. You would assume they're back in the small council room.
I'm gonna go there.
Okay, as you walk in, you hear Ansel Dwyer is saying, "It's very important that we win over the Temple of Kaibox and Harrel. They have the largest standing army in the area. I do have some influence with this group, and the skeletal cat has returned." Um, and there you are standing in the doorway as the group is still talking to each other.
Uh, to the prince, could I take a moment of your time?
Oh, excuse me, my loyal subjects. Just one moment. Um, I'll be right back.
And some of the nobles like don't look up as he leaves, and uh Anaranjado has kind of a gleam in his eye and is sharpening his rapier, um just sort of like oiling it and stuff. And while they're having the conversation, and he seems like very adrenalized about this Coughlin raid. And so the prince steps out of the room and steps into the hallway and says, "Oh, did you need something more, Crash? We're in
Uh,
the middle of some planning."
yes, I was just curious. I sent word for uh one Fia to arrive here a few days ago. Have you heard from her at all?
He looks like, "Oh, lower your voice."
You stepped into a private room,
No, no, we're in the
but
hall.
okay. Well,
Hey,
my sense of
hold on,
spatial
hold on,
awareness
hold
is
on, hold
false.
on. He pulls you back into the doily room. He's like, "I feel like we were just here." Yes, you must be careful with what you say about the children's rebellion. You know,
Right. Well, you just said the rebellion. I said Fia, which is a name of a person.
you need to be careful about what you say in public places. I cannot be associated with people who wish to abolish the nobles during a time when things are all chaos. You realize what would happen if people thought that I wanted to abolish the monarchy.
Of course. Which is why I attempted to find Quarter and speak of her name rather than her
Well,
position.
you said it in the hallway rather loud.
Okay, well, but you just said, okay,
We're in a private room. It's very different.
now we're in a private room and it's very different. Wonderful.
Yes, be careful, be careful.
Mhm,
So,
mhm.
what about her?
Have you seen her?
I have not seen her, but I did receive a message from her, brought on the wings of a dove to my bedroom window.
Huh. I didn't know she had doves. Well, great.
Well,
What
as
is
you
the
know,
message?
pigeons are a very common
Hmm.
means of delivering messages, and in
Hmm.
this case, it was a dove.
Well, wonderful. What did the message relay?
Well, um, she asked if I could meet her tonight.
Hmm. Um, hmm. Well, uh, if you do, could you alert me to her location? So I could find her myself at some point?
Um, I suppose it will be a bit of a private get together tonight, if you understand.
Right. I wouldn't impose to meet with you. No, but if she is camped somewhere, I would like to know the location of wherever she is staying.
Oh, I'm well, of course. I'll be meeting with her just outside the walls outside the northeastern gate.
Great. Wonderful. I believe that's all I need for you. Is there anything you'd like me to relay to my companions?
No, we just spoke in this room moments ago. I believe I
That's
said
yes,
every.
but now we're in private quarter. If there's, I don't know, anything extra.
Um, well, simply what I said before. There's a lot of political machinations to deal with here to make sure that the people recognize that I am their rightful ruler, and that the nobles don't all revolt and kill each other. And Mussover has been very helpful, but yes, well, it's all a delicate situation. In any case, we have our hands full, and um, so if you could find this Gorathakash and kill it, and if there are other bad people in other realms and you think they're connected, as you mentioned, and you could stop the world from ending, etc. We're going to hold down the home front, and perhaps you could make sure there is a front to home, a place, a foundation for the home to stand on, a country for the. I'm sorry, I've never been much for analogies, but I think you understand what I'm saying.
Certainly. Thank you for your time.
Yes, of course. And thank you for investigating the Coughlins. I think oh, you know, one
Hmm.
thing of interest. You enjoy magic, yes?
Certainly.
Um, the uh the Tamawin family, you familiar with them?
They are the magically inclined noble house.
Yes, the Tamawins are extremely devoted to neutrality and
Hmm.
the protection of magic. Um, they tend to stay out of politics, which is why you haven't really seen them very often, except at the Council of the Blooded. They weren't at the brunch ball, etc. Um, the Tamawins have mentioned to me that there there's a certain member of their family on trance, Tamawin, and that is not spelled in the Borgonese way, but rather simply with the letter O on trance. On trance Tamawin, they've not heard back from him for a while, and he was last at the Tower of Contemplation. As I'm sure you know, that is the place where all the monks of Fetlan in Parvus, where they study and pray and such. The big Tower of Contemplation, where pilgrims from all over the world travel to pray at the majestic tower. I myself have not gone, but um, I believe you had mentioned that you might go to Parvus. If you do, um, on Trance Tamawin, uh, the Tamuin family has asked that I help them with this if I can. So if you could find out what's happening with Entrance Tamuin at the Tower of Contemplation, um, and let me know. I know you really have your hands full, but so do I. Apparently, we're going to burn down and destroy an entire minor noble house, which could be very dangerous. And meanwhile, I think that the Dayrons and the Stuyvesants are plotting together to attack our group. Um, it's a difficult matter. So I've mentioned that to you, and now I must go before everyone thinks that I am not actually needed in that meeting, before they notice that I'm not truly instrumental in the discussions. And then he turns around and runs out of the room.
Wonderful. Well, I guess I will go to meet up with the rest of the group.
Well, you never can because they're always ahead of you the whole time.
Okay.
But it's no, I'm sure you'll find them. But
Eventually, yes.
let's cut back in time to the two as they left the castle. You two with Sarah on her little jaunt, you two started heading out of the keep. Large gray stone bricks, looks easily defensible from the inside and out. Down long hallways with golden knickknacks in niches on the walls and porcelain vases on display near expensive tapestries as you pass through these long, slender hallways towards the southern. My wife was doing yoga in the doorway, so I was trying to catch her, ran away at the last second. Towards the southern gate of Castle Dagran. And so, apparently keeping your hands to yourselves, you walk to the southern gate and you leave the castle. And there are two areas known for shopping. One is the fancier section south of the Travelers district, and the other is the shopping area near the Chop. Where would you two like to go today?
You want to flip a coin, Miki?
Sure. Yeah. Actually, I have coins near me. Heads, fancy, tails, chop.
All right.
And of course, I drop it. That's tails. So I guess we're going to the chop.
All right. So you walk south past the Travelers District, walking past a bunch of really fancy shops. And then across the bridge, past the docks, north into the Chop. The smell of delicious squab greets your nostrils from a faraway squab stand. Yeah, soon you are arriving at the shopping center, if you will. So you're arriving at a big dirt circle with shops all around it and people bustling, going in and out of stores. Now, I ask you players, would you like to fully role play the shopping, or are you just looking for specific items and want to know if you can find them?
I'm more so just looking for like generic healing potions and just maybe some fun things to maybe gift other people. But if we want to role play that, we can.
Well, if you want to see like if you want to see like a list of what's in the shop so you can try to decide whether to steal it or not, we can do that. I'm just wondering if you want the full role play experience of shopping or if we want to make it a little quicker.
I'm good either way. It sounds like, I mean, I don't want to assume, but I'm good either way, Miki. If you want to just do the like pay their house potions, we can do that. Or if you want to do the other way, we can do that. But
All right, we're gonna do an anonymous poll. That way everyone feels really safe and comfortable in their public decisions. All right.
since you mentioned, yeah,
So there's a shopping poll, basically more role play or less role play.
okay.
I'm missing one vote. Okay, I've got 2 votes for less role play and 1 vote for more role play. So we're going with the less role play, but there'll still be some role play. So let me get my shop list. Let me also find out if my wife is ready for the kiss goodnight while I get out my shop list.
Miki, since you said gifting things possibly, it
Mhm.
reminded me I have a character who's like an orc who doesn't understand religion, but he fell into religion. So what I do is I always lift weapons off like people that we defeat, and every time I go to the church and I see the priest, I refer to him as general, and I give him one of the weapons as a gift. It's really good.
That's really fun.
Yeah.
Yes, too. Oh, we did get to this. Haha. Ooh.
Okay, the wife is tucked. And just grabbing my shop list. Okay. Copies, copy. Okay, at the chop, you've got Rarder and Audrain's Apothecary, the Sphinx's Oil and Elixirs, Brielia and Rose's Blades, a place called By the Way, which is a general store, Clothes Minded, a clothing store, and the Mended Carapace, known for armor. Which store will you two go into, as Sarah Crash has no idea which shopping area you chose?
While we're deciding back at the castle, would she have been in range of message to be just like, "Hey, we're going to the shop"?
You could have decided before you left.
Okay, yeah, then I would have told her. It's just so she has a chance to meet up.
So she's probably walking your way, but which store are you two going to go in first?
Elixir sounds more potiony.
Okay. If you want to buy health potions, you can probably just buy them at game book prices. But let me look at the elixirs list. So the Sphinxes, oils, and elixirs. Just search this page to get down there quicker. The old man running a game, squinting at the screen, trying to read. Oh, looking for the oils and elixirs store. Okay. Have you ever been in the store before, Miki?
In a past life. In a past life, yes, but not in this one. Not in this reality.
Hmm. Do you remember anything about it?
I remember a thick dwarf that I pissed off.
Oh, the dwarf that you pissed off was in the Sphinx's oil and elixirs?
That's what I wrote down.
Wow. All right. Well, there's a thick dwarf here. And he's selling oil and elixirs. There's an old lady who's looking at a bunch of potions on shelves. I pasted a screenshot of the sort of main shite that's out on display at Sphinx's Oil and Elixirs, but you can also search for things. How much gold do you have currently?
I currently have, let me go over to my little tracker. I have a total of 903 gold.
And is that the party stash or?
That is my
I think that,
version.
yeah, I have 44 gold on my own.
And Sarah, you don't have any gold.
I don't have any gold. I also told Miki that you could spend any of the group's money.
Okay. So as you see, they have potions of healing for 50 gold. All of this stuff is sort of out on display and very obvious. And then you could ask her if she has certain things, if you have something in mind, or you could rummage around in a barrel for a random potion. And when I say her, I mean a male dwarf that you pissed off in another life.
Well, it was a different reality, so maybe this is just a slight difference. But yeah,
No, it's the exact same dwarf.
Are is the kind of searching for potions things, are those cheaper? Or is that just like
They're gonna be the same prices,
okay. I
but
was wondering if it was like a bargain bin kind of thing.
maybe you just have to see what happens.
Okay. I think Miki hasn't told me how much gold she has. I know she has the party's gold. But I think I'll say I can maybe barely afford one potion of healing. So I think maybe I'll just get that for myself if he'll be amenable. And I'll go up to the dwarf and I'll be like, excuse me.
And the dwarf says, "Ah, what do you need?"
Could I possibly talk you down to knock 6 gold off the price of a potion of healing?
Ah, give me a reason.
I only have 44 gold. If you wait until tomorrow, I could also deliver you 4 gallons of beer to hopefully make that up.
If I wait until tomorrow, you'll bring me a wagon full of gold, I bet as well. Go ahead and
No,
roll
I wouldn't have that.
persuasion.
Okay. Oh, I don't have the dice open. That's why.
Dice. Dice. Whoa. Have
Did
you
you
rolled?
also see?
I just rolled right now. I got an 11 and it's +3, so that's a 14.
He's like, I'll knock 2 gold off it.
Okay.
48.
48. Let me see if there's something I could give you that's worth that extra 4 gold for you.
Honestly, my time is worth more. The old lady that's on the other side of the shop is like, "Oh, do you have any perfume?" And he's like, "Ah, of course, madam. I'll be right with you. Just got this fellow trying to nickel and dime me, whatever those two things are."
copper and silver you.
How much is the perfume?
The perfume is 15 gold pieces.
All right, just give me 2 of those.
You want 2 perfumes instead of a healing potion?
Yeah. I it's all I can afford, and I'd rather not just sit here wasting your time. Time is valuable, for more than just one of us.
Oh, hold off on paying him. Let's. Do you have at least 2 more potions not out? 2 more healing potions, so that we can have a total of 4 healing potions.
Of course, I got plenty of healing potions.
All right, yeah, I'd like at least 4 healing potions, and just put the 2 perfumes on my tab, and let me take a look at this little this potion bin right here, and see what I can find. Maybe I can see something I like.
Well, we don't have tabs here. There's no credit, but I'll put it over here on the side as part of your shopping bin.
Yeah, and then I just message over to Andre, being just like, "Don't worry, I got this. You can keep your pouch."
I can message back, right?
Uh-huh.
Like, okay. Then I sent back, oh, are we gonna loot him too?
Potentially,
I
but
hope the old lady comes into play.
Oh, will you help me with my perfumes now? And the guy's like, yes, I don't know what these 2 are doing, so they're just standing there silently looking at each other. So give me a moment, and I'll help you with your perfume. You 2 are very strange. And then he goes over to the older lady, and she's like, this one smells like lilacs, and this one smells like buttercups. Oh. And he's like, yes, what do you need? And she's like, this one smells like daisies. And he's like, 15 gold pieces each one. Oh yeah, didn't we vote for less gold role play? I'm sorry, I just get stuck.
that's fine.
For hours.
Right.
Let's cut back to Sarah Crash. So Sarah Crash, you're walking across the city. You doing anything while you're doing that?
No. I think
You see some guy walking.
okay. I give him a little nod. I walk.
Okay. You see a small piece of squash laying on the street.
I think about taking it, but I don't take that squash.
All right. You see a rat that is floating down the river towards the ocean when you cross the bridge.
Oh. Wisdom.
Animate dead rat.
Okay, I'm gonna try and get the rat.
So there's a big river that runs from the castle down to the ocean. There's 2 rivers that run across the city, and when you're crossing the bridge, you look down into the water and you see this rat, this big rat, and it's like in the water, trying to like swim in the river, and it's not doing well, and it's being pulled out towards the ocean.
Does it seem like if I fell into this river, I wouldn't be able to get out?
Well, the rat is being swept away by the river.
You know, I'm not a rat.
You can insight the river.
Didn't we say less role play? Okay, I'm going to.
You can insight the river if you want.
I'm gonna insight the river.
All right.
Do I have
River is
wisdom?
lying
No.
to you.
Okay. Not one.
You can't tell.
Okay, I'm gonna jump into the river and try and get this rat.
All right.
I think this is in character in a way.
Good game. Good game, Eve.
Thanks.
Roll up another character.
Yeah, for sure.
make a DC 14 athletics check.
Look, it's not okay. So I
Oh
have a
yeah, it's
plus
river.
nothing.
Someone
Okay.
someone sees you
So hold
jumping in the
on.
river. This old guy sees you jumping in the river and is like, "No, the river moves quickly. Don't do that." And you splash into the
Okay,
river,
okay. I
and
splashed into the river. I got a 7. I'm
you're
gonna
going
use knowledge from a past life to add a d6.
to try to hit 14.
Uh,
Why don't you save your D6 since you knew the DC was 14?
Okay, okay. No, but I could have added a 5, right? Or no, you're right. That's not how numbers work.
So
Okay.
you start swimming towards the rat, and then you also get pulled away. And so you and the rat, it's a big rat. It's like pretty big. You and the rat are both being swept down the river towards the ocean. And you're like swimming towards the rat, but you're both moving at the same speed. So you're getting a little bit closer to the rat, but you're also being swept away. Um, why don't you make another DC 14 athletics check?
If I fail too many of these, did we say that this was a dream? Okay.
Maybe this is how we get to Parvus.
Woo!
If I fail too many
Okay.
of these, can we say this was a dream? You catch the rat as you're swimming, and now you're holding this big rat the size of my cat Fergus, and kicking with your feet.
Yeah, I don't
Um,
have 2 arms. I have 1 arm that's holding the rat.
like this, and you're kicking with
Uh-huh.
your feet. And yeah, so you knew that about your arms before you jumped in this water. So
Can
uh,
I do you do you have mage hand?
No.
Okay, okay, okay. I was worried for a second that we
Also,
made this more complicated than it needed to be.
so you're holding
I
this big cat-sized rat with one arm, and you're kicking with your feet, and the rat looks at you and goes, um, like you pretty much can interpret it as some kind of thank you.
huh.
But now you're a bit fucked because the DC is even higher. If what do you want to do? You're getting swept
I
away
just rolled
from
a
the
nat
bridge.
20. Okay. You're
Yeah,
right.
you rolled a nat 20 to grab the rat. So now you're being you and the rat who you are firmly holding. You have saved the rat. Now you must save yourself. You're being
Okay.
swept away from the bridge. There's more like city river with city river sides, and then it hits the ocean. So what do you want to try to do?
So the good news is, worst case scenario, I can't drown. I'll just be stuck in the bottom of the ocean or something. Um, I guess what I can, I only have first levels. I was just yes-anding. I'm going to,
I am all out
I,
of resources. I need a long rest. I want to do something, a harmless day. Let me jump in the river.
why was there a rat in the river? If not for me to jump at it. Well, okay, I'm gonna attempt to swim.
You're gonna get out of this, and that rat's gonna be like a were-rat version of the true king.
Look, this is gonna be Kaz's new
He'll save us
familiar.
all.
No, it'll be great. Okay. I'm gonna try and swim back to shore. I'm gonna try and get if I get to a wall, I can use my climb speed.
All right, so you're trying to get to the side of the river.
Yep.
All right, I'll make that athletics check a little bit lower because you can move to the side even as the river's sucking you out, but you need to get there before you get to the ocean if you want to get to a wall. So
Okay.
we'll just make it.
That's a
Can I
3.
use my
Really,
inspiration for her?
Wait, I think I might have inspiration.
Okay.
Yes, I do. I'm going to use inspiration.
You know, Miki, I bet Sarah's having so much fun in the castle.
Yeah,
I
We're
really
just
think-
kind of running errands.
I
I'm digging through this potion and barrel being just like, who needs a potion of swimming? That seems useless.
so
Look at this, a potion of water walking. Way overpriced.
Yeah, so you're holding this rat in one hand, big rat. You try to get to the side of the city wall and you can't get there. You're
Uh-huh.
just kicking your feet. You're kicking your feet, trying to swim with this big rat, and it's not working. You're getting sucked out towards the ocean. You start to feel a current pulling you downwards as well.
Oh God.
And
Um, okay.
oh, Fergus is in my desk. Hi, Fergus. And yeah, the rat cannot breathe underwater.
Right. Okay. Here's what's up. I look to the rat. Um, I am going. Is there any way? Okay. How far away, how many feet away do you think you would say I am from land? Do you think there's a world in which I could save this rat by throwing it?
Jesus. There's a world where you can kill the rat by throwing it.
What if, okay, I have a spell called Blade Ward that I can only cast its range of self. What if this rat means so much to me that it extends to range of self spells and I cast Blade Ward on it and throw it away?
Sure. You could make a swimming related athletics check, or you could make a rat throwing athletics check. But one or the other, you're gonna make an athletics check. You one-armed wizard making
Okay.
athletics checks.
Okay. Um, how I guess it's better to swim than to throw it. I'm gonna try and swim one more time. Okay, a 15. I'm gonna roll
Yay.
knowledge of a past life.
Oh.
21 for swimming.
Oh, knowledge of a past life. Tell me about how the knowledge of your past life helps you get to the shore with
I
one arm
th
and just your legs and a big old rat.
I think Sarah, who is kind of two people, kind of one person, reborn sentient spell, who has jumped into a river to save a rat, because she wants to protect things, and that is a logical extension of protecting things. She flails as she moves with this rat clutching it, and hears uh like uh the movement of the bells that are attached to her ears. Um, and I think just hears a voice that's like, don't don't do this. Don't be fucking stupid. The the voice of Crash. Uh, and empowered by memories of a life now past, she is able to swim back to shore and kind of desperately crawl back to land.
Okay. You crawl back to land. You're in sort of an alleyway that goes down to the water by the docks. And you see some large docks way up above you and large ships nearby. But you're sort of under the boardwalk, kind of in this dank, dirty place. And as you set the rat down, it transforms into a small, dark-skinned halfling wearing a robe that looks like it's made out of broccoli.
What?
You heard me. The rat transforms into a small, dark-skinned halfling
Cool.
who's wearing a robe that looks like it's made out of broccoli, and it's a male halfling, but wearing a tiara, like uh a rhinestoney, like loopy tiara. And he looks at you and says, "We cut back to Miki and Andre."
There's so much I want to ask this halfling,
I do too.
and I can't.
I want to talk to him so bad.
Did he think that rats were better swimmers than he was?
Was he cursed? Okay, my theory is that he was cursed to become a rat and that only by having someone dive into a river to save him.
Like a frog prince?
Yeah, like a frog prince, but it was specifically like metal tabaxi needs to save you from a river.
Or maybe
You
whenever
really
he
lucked
gets
out
wet,
then.
he
There's not a
turns
ton
into
of
a rat.
those.
I'm gonna tell you guys, this really happened to a player.
What?
You're meeting a real player who wild shaped into a rat and then decided to cross the city and tried to swim across the river as a rat, only to find that rats have terrible stats and he got washed out to the ocean.
I can kind of get it in real life because rats will swim through, the pipes sometimes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So
But I don't think they do great with currents still. That's
the
that
question,
sucks.
why didn't he end his wild shape? You'll have to ask the player that.
I
Uh,
was
but it's now happening for real
Great.
in this world. So we will talk to this halfling when we cut back from the store. So Miki and
Okay.
Andre, the old lady is talking to the dwarf and saying, "Oh, this one smells like daisies." And what are you two up to?
what do I find in the potion barrel with all the random potions?
Um, roll me a d4.
Ooh,
Well, tell me how many
one.
cool potions you find. Just one cool potion. You find a jar that contains a coral colored liquid, and it has a little tag on it that says you can understand all languages for 1d4 hours. We call it a potion of languages.
All right. I looked it up and it's like, oh, this could be useful. And then I go back to my pile of stuff. And then I ask, okay, I think I'm ready to check out. How much do you think this would be as a bulk price?
You want to roll persuasion?
Sure.
Your bulk.
Yeah, that's a discounted bulk price.
Oh, can I give no, actually never mind. I rolled for persuasion. I don't think it would be reasonable to help.
Copy. Me look for roll. Me see roll. Roll pretty good. Let's see. So, you've got 4 healing potions, so that would normally be 200. Then you've got the perfume, that'd be 230, and then you've got this new potion, and the guy says, "I don't know what that is. There's this strange local home brew, micro brew, local potion farm outside the city, and they send me strange things. No one wants these things. So 40 gold for that. And so that brings it to 270 total. So he says, well, since you make such a persuasive case by just emphasizing the word bulk, I suppose I'll sell it to you for 240.
All right.
Big thing.
Yeah, it sounds like a decent price. Okay. Yeah, I feel she in her head she feels kind of bad for last time she met this person. So she's like, okay, yeah, I probably shouldn't steal from him, and this time he could be okay. And so I pull out conversion of platinum.
Sure. The conversion to platinum, sure. Whatever.
Yeah, 20 platinum and 5. No,
24.
24.
All the gold. You reach in your pocket and all of it's gold.
Oh wow. Okay, I pull out 240 gold.
Wow. You've been
Wow.
granted the hands of money lending. You pull out 240 gold pieces, and the dwarf says, thank you. Nice to have an honest customer for once.
I try my best.
Meanwhile, Andre is
I'm gonna pick up one of the perfumes. Can I get like a what scent would it be, like randomly?
you can oh, this is interesting. Sure. This is interesting. Yeah, all right. I've got a roll. I've got a table of smells. Roll a d4.
Okay.
Roll again.
Okay.
Um,
Do I roll again?
okay. Now roll a d100.
D100. Okay. I think I have to look that one up.
You can do the 2 10s in the thing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, farty 3. Farty 3. The perfume smells like thorny cat dander.
It's perfect. It's actually perfect. My old woman disguise is coming together.
So that's one of the perfumes that Miki bought.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Is that one of the perfumes that Miki bought, or is that a different one?
I thought that was
It's
one he was stealing.
No, it's one of the ones that you bought.
Okay.
Because you told me I
also
didn't have
thought
to use
that.
my gold, so you bought it. I assumed for me.
Gotcha.
All right. What else are you guys doing in the store? Are you leaving? Are you causing more havoc? Are you looking for more potions?
You steal from the old lady.
No, she's a nice old lady.
Yeah, but okay.
This one
Should we?
reminds me of my
But
granddaughter.
it just feels like
that's
why'd
our
you steal
thing?
from the nice bug lady, but not this nice lady?
Miki, is our
man-
friendship based on stealing from old ladies?
It kind of is.
Should we be worried about that?
A little bit.
This
Oh,
reminds me of my granddaughter on her
how
wedding.
distracted is the shopkeep?
He's distracted.
Can I mage hand and to steal her wallet? I'm sorry.
I feel
You don't have an invisible mage hand, or you do?
I don't.
Okay. Roll sleight of hand or stealth, and let's see how well you roll. An 8? I know it's a 19 total, but an 8? Um, yeah, sure. You steal her purse.
All right, cool.
She's too busy smelling the potion and going, this reminds me of my granddaughter on her wedding day. She wore a crown of laurels and olives. And, yes, she was a blonde granddaughter of mine. Her name was, oh, why can't I remember oh God. And the shopkeeper's like, it's okay. It's okay. You'll remember one day. And oh, Michelle, her name was Michelle. Was it Michelle? No, that's my nurse. And by the way, none of this is funny to me. This is the scariest thing ever to me. That's out of character. And so the dwarf is like consoling her, and they don't notice as you steal her purse.
I mostly just thought it was funny that you said she wore like a crown of olive and bramble.
Laurels and olives.
Laurels and olives.
Yes, that was yeah. From the old freestyle rapping days, you just say whatever's in your head and you just let it be correct no matter what. And that was a strange combination of things. So she says weird stuff and you take her purse.
All right. Yeah, I think we're good to go out. I should probably hand these to you once we're out there.
All right, so you guys leave?
Yeah, I leave. I distribute one healing potion to Andre and the 2 perfumes, and I check out what's in the purse.
Inside the purse, you find a little cloth tag that says, if found, please return to 123 Drury Lane. Agnes Eldridge. And you find 50 gold.
I feel bad as an enabler.
I wasn't going to do it until you told me to. Is the entrance like a solid door, or is it like a little turnstile gate?
It's a door.
All right, can I open the door just big enough for the purse to fit in, and just kind of mage hand the purse just kind of inside?
Sure.
Cool. I do that kind of stealthily, just so that old lady and shopkeeper probably won't notice. Hopefully.
Do you take the gold and you're just returning the purse?
Yes, I just take the gold and maybe a Werther's if it was in there. Old ladies always have hard candy.
Yes, there's definitely that, as well as a thimble and a little drawing of the granddaughter she was talking about. A blonde early 20s person wearing a crown of laurels and olives.
Is there like a name underneath it?
Michelle. No.
Okay.
Oh, that was my nurse.
It has the dialogue like there. Yeah, I just kind of chuckle. We'll kind of do like a soundless chuckle, and then just kind of
It's
shove
Bertha.
it back in.
The daughter's
Bertha.
name is Bertha. Yeah.
Bertha.
Yeah.
So I kind of just shove the person back in. And then
All right. So you shove the purse back in. You guys are outside. You stole all the crap. You're standing in this marketplace area. There are other stores. Are you interested in shopping / stealing more?
uh
You've got Apothecary, blades, general store, clothing store, armor store. Well, while you're deciding, we're going to cut back to under the docks, where a small, dark-skinned halfling wearing a robe that looks like broccoli and a rhinestone-looking tiara looks up at you, Sarah, and says, "Thank you."
You are welcome.
Thank you for saving me.
Uh-huh. Um, so are you a druid or
Yes.
okay? How did you no, that's fine. Okay. What's your name?
My name's Hassam.
Cool. I'm Sarah.
Sure. Nice to meet you.
Great.
Thanks for saving me.
Yeah, for sure.
You look pretty interesting. Are you Tabaxi?
Yeah, I mean like yeah, I'm a tabaxi. Hey, is your outfit broccoli?
Um, it looks like broccoli.
Okay, it's not specifically. All right, sorry. I feel a little delirious. No, no, no. I'm gonna okay. I'm gonna focus up. Hi.
It's a robe that I got on a quest. I'm a hero.
Right. Oh wow.
Yep.
What are you a hero of?
I don't know what you mean.
Like what did you do? What did you champion?
I've done a lot of stuff. I do good things.
Okay. Well, how'd you end up in the river?
I tried to swim in it. I thought it would be a good idea. Rats are supposed to be good at swimming.
I guess I guess why didn't you change into something else like a fish or un
I was also trying to walk across the land unseen, so I thought a rat would be a good sort of catch-all. So I've never seen a metal tabaxi. What's the deal?
right. Well, uh uh oh God, really threw me. Okay, so I'm like a abjurative wizard. It's a ward, and it's a piece of spellcraft that is protective.
Are you from Pervus?
Originally, yes. Well,
Cool.
yeah,
And Crash, you would know that
yeah,
everybody in Parvus is a tabaxi or a halfling.
yeah. Are you from Provence?
Uh, yeah, sort of.
I'm
I'm
also only sort of from Parvus.
I'm from the eastern border
Hmm.
where they mine the saltpeter.
Love that. Well, we should like, I don't know. I don't really eat or drink or those are like the social. We should talk sometime. I'm also part of a group of not really, I mean, heroes, sure. Yeah, sure, we're heroes.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're talking right now. Here
That's
we are.
true.
Yeah.
I guess I meant in a broader sense.
Are
I
you
don't know.
flirting with me?
No. I mean, what's your vibe?
What's my vibe? I do good things. Do you do good things?
I try to do good things in a broad sense. Yeah.
Have you heard of the heart?
Part of what?
Not like that, like HART. Have you heard of the heart?
Yes. The human heart?
No, 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 no.
Oh, H-A-R-T.
HART. Yeah, like a stag, that kind of thing, like the heart.
No, not to my
Yeah, I mean, it
knowledge.
sounds like you haven't heard of it. That's okay. It's okay. It's cool.
Okay. What's
Yeah.
the heart?
The heart. It's an organization of people that do good things.
What is the affiliation of the organization?
Well, I mean, it's a major organization that's affiliated with itself. It's in every country. It's called the Heart.
Okay. Is it like a secret sort of conspiracy thing?
It's good. I told you it's good. Look,
I mean,
he holds
there
up
can be a good conspiracy.
he holds up a ring that he's wearing that's made out of antler, and he says, this is one of the rings. If you see anybody wearing one of these rings, it means they're a member of the Heart, and you can probably trust them because they're good. Because people in the Heart are good.
Do they have like a code of ethics, like a mission statement?
He just kind of shrugs like that, looks a little annoyed. He's like, I don't really pay attention to that stuff. We do good things. I will tell you this, it's like every member is like separate from each other.
Hmm.
Sort of independent, and he kind of loses his words and he looks a little exhausted from having put that all together. He's just like separate cells. Anyway, I hope you understood what I meant. But yeah, we do good things. It's good. The Heart, it's good.
Cool.
Yeah, so you could join the Heart if you like doing good things. You could join the Heart.
Okay. How do I join the Heart?
Well, you promise you're good. He rolls insight on you.
I promise.
Is that deception or true?
Uh, I don't know if Sarah thinks she's good or not. I think I think so. Yeah, I think she is trying to persuade.
Okay, well, he rolled a high insight, so if you are telling the truth, he'll perceive that.
Okay, I think she thinks she's telling the truth. Yeah.
All right, so he's like, yeah, I can tell you're good. All right, so if you want to join the Heart, you go to the Alliance Square, where a lot of the more public factions are. There's this one building that looks like a brick factory, uh,
Mhm.
but it's not a brick factory. It's actually the headquarters of the Heart in Elenia Toth. So you could just go in there and you could ask for Lahara or Orpheus. Um, I mean, you could tell them that has some sent you that, but they only met me once, so we'll see. But yeah, so if you're good, you want to do good stuff, you can go there. Um, yeah, but hey, thanks for saving me from the river.
Yeah, for sure. Uh, great. Do you need any more help? I mean, we're at this sort of peer type thing.
Are you sure you're not flirting with me? Because
I promise that I'm not.
you're asking to take me out to dinner. You want to like have a talk.
I feel like these are friendship things, especially for like a first time meeting basis.
Okay, well, okay. Sorry, I mean, sorry if that was a weird thing to ask. But I just, we're under a dock and you're asking me if I need help with something. So I just, anyway,
Well, okay.
but you saved me. I'm very happy,
Mhm.
doing good things. So that's good. What kind of good things are you doing?
Well, we got rid of an evil queen.
What?
Uh,
That was you?
yeah, that was us.
Wow. Wow. I heard
Yeah.
about that.
You know, doing a lot of that.
Wow. You're a member of the group that got rid of the queen.
Mhm.
That's really cool.
Hey, thank you. Should I? Yeah.
Well, I should probably get back to my group now, and unless I mean, you know, I'm gonna keep traveling across the city, but you know, it was nice meeting you.
Yeah, I guess good meeting you. If I join this heart organization, I don't know if we'll meet again, but yes, I will look out for rats trying to covertly go across the city.
Well, I'm clearly not gonna try that again.
Right. And I wouldn't expect that of you. Um, and I don't, and I appreciate that about you.
Yeah. I
All right.
mean, one good way to reach me if you need to reach me is yeah, leave
Mhm.
a message at the heart, I guess. I don't know. I hear we're probably going to Rocinante next, so that'd be cool. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm glad you're doing good stuff. I'm glad that you're part of the group that killed the queen. So you know, keep it up. And yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
All
I mean,
right.
I guess if we need to team up at some point, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I'm sure that would be
We
yeah,
have to do something that's really hard, and we have to put like both of our groups together and do it together. That would be pretty cool.
I think that'd be great.
Yeah.
Uh, well, I'm gonna climb up this pier.
Uh, okay. Um,
Cool.
nice meeting you.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, bye.
Nice
And then
meeting you.
he
Bye.
turns and walks away as soon as he says, "Okay, bye," and then he just turns and walks away.
Can I roll insight to see if he's going somewhere? Like what he's gonna do to get away? We're at the, I don't know, I just want to know if he's walking away to seem like he's walking away.
Sure, yeah, you can incite his walking away.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. What are you adding to that?
Uh, I don't think I add anything to insight. No,
Nope,
I
you
don't.
don't. Yeah, so 8. Yeah, you don't know. He's just walking away.
Mm, well, I trust his better judgment. I'm gonna climb up the thing.
All right, you climb up. You climb up. You come out. You see a bunch of longshore people unloading big old wooden crates off of boats. There's a bunch of big boats. You hear someone going, "Work faster!" And there's you know, dock type stuff, seagulls. You're on the docks.
Great. I'm gonna start heading over to the shop. Yeah.
You're all wet from falling
I
in
am
the.
wet. I have no way to deal with that. I don't have any fun illusory or cleaning spells.
Slogging through the streets.
Just a
A metal
weird wet
cat
metal cat.
dripping water everywhere.
What was that character's name, by the way?
Has some.
Has some.
As thank you.
It's in the chat.
Oh,
So eventually you get to the dirt circle chopping area, and you see these two standing there looking guilty out in front of the elixir store.
You're hardcore. I didn't know you had that in you.
I mean, something was just telling me it was just a voice was just telling me that I should probably steal from her, and that's just it was impulsive.
I feel like I'm okay with stealing, but steal from people who can afford it.
Yeah,
I just feel icky.
I
You
do
took her
too, man.
candy and everything, man.
I mean, it's pretty good. Like I'm tasting it in my mouth right now. You just can't
I
tell.
know that's crazy.
It's a very sweet caramel. But what do you think? Should I just toss the gold back in?
I feel like it's too late.
Okay.
We're gonna go back in there, not buy anything, and then try to sneak gold back in her pocket.
That's fair. You know, I'll use this gold as a gift for someone else. Um,
Maybe if we ever see her again, we should do something for her.
exactly. I'll make sure to make her life easier. Yeah,
Can you
I don't feel good
imagine
about that.
stealing something and then having a full conversation with your other friend about how bad you feel about stealing something? She's like
I
in there.
I've done that before. I was like 6 and I stole like a 50-cent thing of gum from the liquor store, and I was like, "Oh no!"
Oh.
But yeah,
Jake, you're muted.
I used to have those conversations when I was a teenager.
okay.
Miki, so how much gold do we have left to?
I don't know about the party fund itself, but I have roughly 700. If you want.
Where? No, never mind. I clearly know where.
Just
Um,
don't tell a lady to reveal her secrets.
you know, it's easy for me to forget that sometimes because we are kind of scummy
Mm, It's
in an endearing way, I hope.
it's
Um,
the
the
last 10
700
years
will
I was
buy us a lot of supplies if there's anything else you think we might need for this journey.
mm. Do you think we need some like camping gear, or I was thinking of maybe getting some scrolls and some paper for our wizards. I'm sure they'll like that.
Mm, I I have just been reminded, how many of us are more suited for close combat?
Not many.
Is it just you and kind of me?
I'm not suited for close combat
Kaz,
whatsoever.
Kaz is a blade singer.
Ah,
Oh, right.
There's Kaz, who can dance with the swords, and it's kind of you, but there's not a real uh, frontliner like a big burly person or something like that.
well, I was going to say it might be worth getting our uh melee person possibly an armor upgrade, but if me and Kaz are the melee people, I don't know if it'll really be a worthwhile investment at this time.
Mm,
Um, 700 gold can buy us a lot, but I'm not sure if it can buy us anything that'll really be meaningful at this point besides the potions.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's why I was just going to settle for maybe some discount spell scrolls or some paper for our wizards, or um, if you have any ideas, maybe we can
I
just
think
try to find like a random just general equipment store and see if they have anything of use.
I think uh I think you're right. I think possibly seeing if there's anywhere that would sell uh either spell scrolls or materials to write our own, uh that would probably be our best bet to make this investment meaningful.
Mm. All right. You are muted.
Oh,
I know I'm muted.
Okay,
oh,
sorry.
okay.
So you know that there's a general store here called By the Way. Um, so if you want to do that, you had mentioned something about general store stuff.
Yeah,
There's blades, there's By the Way, there's clothes minded, and there's an armor store.
yeah. My thought process is like see like general magic items, like maybe so that I don't have to continuously flavor my endless bag, make it like an actual bag of holding or something. Um,
Sure.
but
Well, you can definitely find parchment and stuff at By the Way.
gotcha,
There's also a heck of a lot of stuff there.
gotcha.
Let me get it in the chat here. That throwing the rat with blade ward was a pretty good idea.
Thank you.
And Crash, you see them,
Okay.
the two dudes. I said that you see them when you walk up to the plaza. You see them looking guilty in front of the elixir store.
Gotcha. Okay, I appear.
You all can
I
reunite
feel
and think about, by the way.
wonderful. Just like, huh. I both feel guilty and feel guilt resonating from you. Strange. Well, how are all of you?
Relatively okay. Here's a potion. I got some from just this store right here. But yeah, we're thinking about going to, By the Way, to go check out some general goods.
Wonderful. Well, I can join you if you'd like.
Hmm?
Cool.
So the list of stuff there is on the screen, and of course you can also buy parchment there. You can let me know anything else that you might want to look for in a general store.
For us to use the spell scroll, does it have to be on our spell list?
No. And you
Okay.
can
Not necessarily, depends on the spell.
Okay.
also, if it's a wizard spell, I can Mirakaz could learn it
Okay.
from a spell scroll, so that can be pretty useful. But
Um,
that takes extra resources to do as well.
yeah. I would say Goodberry seems like it might be worthwhile if the teleportation thing doesn't work out for us.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna make sure I get the thieves' tools. I realize I don't have these tools, so I will
Oh.
definitely get those.
That's on the docket.
Yeah. I could also wait, hold on. Because I have a thing, I have a feature. Right tools for the job with thieves' tools or artisan tools in hand. Oh no, I can create one set of artisan's tools with it. Never mind.
Gotcha.
I would consider thieves' tools to be artisans' tools.
Oh, okay. Well, I also have thieves' tools, so
Oh, I'll get my own.
okay.
Just
Yeah.
in case we're split up.
So we should get the thieves' tools. Uh, yeah, I don't know what augury does. What does augury do?
Oh, is there an augury on the
It tells you whether something's a good decision or a bad decision.
That might be helpful for our group, honestly.
I do have something sort of. I have my bad mean rock.
It's a divination ritual.
Augury. I'm pretty sure it's useful. I'm trying to see if it's a wizard spell, so I could.
It is. It's a divination wizard spell.
Okay, then that might be useful because if we dumped a little more gold into that, I could learn it, or Kaz.
Yeah, I think that's probably all we'd need. Just a couple of those spells. I don't know if you guys have preference for any of them, or if any of them would be something you could add to spell list, but
Yeah. If you guys wanted to do it, I can. Augury could be useful, and I could learn it. It'd be an extra 200 for me to
learn it versus
learn it. Yeah, I think that's how. I think it's like 100 per level. But
Gotcha.
so I leave that up to you guys since collective money and all that.
well, Miki's in charge of the money, but I
Yeah,
think
I leave it up to
Yeah.
Miki.
it's
I'll-
also it's
yeah,
also
I'll
up to you if you're actually gonna like use it.
Yeah, I mean, I think this spell is more of like, oh, it actually might only be a cleric spell. Do you know for sure that it's not, Jake?
Uh, it's a divination spell for my divination wizard. Yeah, I see it's classed for cleric, but you could cast it. I'd let you learn it and cast it.
Yeah,
Cut
I'm
it,
fine spending 440 on Augury.
'cause that's fun.
Okay.
Is Goodberry a wizard spell, or is that just a scroll?
Druid Ranger. I don't think I could learn it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
That's still
Even
pretty
Jake
good.
wouldn't let you learn it.
Yeah. If we had Basnick here.
Yeah, I think that's probably good for now.
All right, so just Augury and the Thieves' Tools.
Yeah.
So 240 and 25, so 265. If someone wants to make a persuasion roll to see if they can lower the price.
I will
Yeah.
try to do that, as well as ask for wizard paper and scribing materials that they need.
Can I have some wizard paper?
I'll do that persuasion check.
Wizard paper, please.
Can I give the help action since I work with a merchant's guild?
Sure. Since you
Yay.
work with a merchant's guild. Still pretty low.
Mm,
250 flat.
all right. Sounds good. Yeah, I hand over 250.
Scroll of augury that a wizard can learn, and thieves' tools. All right. So you buy that, and considering the amount of time it takes to get across the city and everything, and the fact that you started the day with the Coughlin fight, and then you went back to the castle and talked to everyone, it's now more like 4 p.m., I'd say.
Do we want to get dinner somewhere, or just go rest up at the castle for tomorrow?
Dinner sounds good.
I would join you all for dinner. I could probably attempt to transcribe this spell into my spell book today if you'd like.
Oh, okay.
I think it would only take me. Yeah, I'm looking at the spell scroll transcribing rules. I could. Would we get rooms at the night for the night in the castle?
Yeah, I think our rooms are still there for us.
Okay. Well, I don't eat. So I could go there, and that would be I think, safe enough space for me to take the 2 hours I need to do this.
All right.
Sounds reasonable.
Great. I don't actually know if I need money for this.
You do.
Okay. I know I saved those jewels somewhere because I have a big stockpile of spell scrolls, but
So this is a level 2 spell, yeah?
yep.
So in order to learn it, it would take 4 hours and cost 100 gold.
Great.
Or 100 gold worth of items.
Well, I don't have that. Mhm.
Did I get the wizard paper? Was that counted towards that?
Uh the wizard paper would need to be an equivalent amount to the gold cost.
Hmm.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, anyway, I'll toss 100 gold at you just so it's you don't have to worry about it.
Thank you.
Mickey's rich.
Woo.
Nikki steals from the rich and gives to the needy.
Steals from old lady and gives to wizard.
Exactly.
We're running at a 2 for 3. we gotta find some more rich. Even the odds a little.
Mm-hmm.
Should have looted those coffins
Well,
Yeah.
while they were chewing on you.
It's true. If we explored their house a little more, maybe they would have taken longer at breakfast.
So yeah, while they were chewing on you, you could steal all their stuff. All right, what are y'all doing?
Spell scrolling.
yeah. Do you
Okay,
just want?
so Sarah Crash heads back to the castle. She locks herself in her room and she starts doing what she needs to do to copy the augury spell into her spell book. I hope that she prepares it now that she learns it. And it's gonna take her all night and all day to get that long rest to wake up at 6. So, Mickey and Andre, what are y'all doing?
Figure out dinner, I guess, right?
Do you want to go to a tavern or just hit up the squab stand on the way back?
Yeah, let's check out that squab stand. I'm still not entirely sure what a squab is.
It's delicious.
It's like a pigeon, but gourmet pigeon. Um, so Mickey knows where the squab stand is.
By heart. She loves the squab stand.
And Andre, you can smell the squab from a couple blocks away. It smells like the most delicious, gamey chicken. You can smell the grease, and it makes your stomach rumble. And as you get closer, you can hear the voices around the squab stand. Um, there are people in line waiting, and you hear the voices of the stall keepers shouting. Someone saying, my friend, you are next. How many squabs for you?" And there's families waiting in line. There's a bunch of dock workers, and the smell is just delicious. You see someone biting into a squab on a stick. It's like a cross between fried chicken and venison and duck, but street food. And it's on these big sticks and just a ton of it rotating like Kenny Rogers roasters over a bunch of fire. And yeah, so do you all get in line?
Mm.
All right, you get in line. Miki is used to the long line at the squab stand. And again, you hear people calling,
Next for you. Yes. How many for you? Come quickly. And you hear people talking to each other. Well, that was a hard day of work. Can't wait to have me a squab. Back
Uh,
in work today.
while I'm in line, I'll ask Miki then. So can you eat it whole? Are the bones like tough? Is there marrow in it?
I mean, yeah, it has bones. It's cooked wholly, but you just kind of eat around the bone and kind of once you clear off a little bit of skin from the bone, you kind of can use that as just a place to pick it up and kind of eat it better.
Is there like flavor inside of the bone? You know, because you know I'm orcish, so I have these tusks, and occasionally I do like to chew on the bone, suck out the marrow. I'm just, is there marrow in there, or is it kind of not really worth it?
You know, I haven't ever tried that. I I'm an elf, so I don't have that hard of teeth to do that myself, and I've honestly never even thought about doing that.
You've got to try it. The marrow
Mhm.
is, I mean, the bones are tough, but the marrow itself, it's all fat and juicy. It's the
Ooh,
truly scrumptious.
I'll give it a try. Yeah, I'm willing, more than willing to give it a try and give it, see how that tastes. If there is actual marrow in these bones.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, it'll be like a little surprise, like a
I'm
little
really
app.
excited. This is my first squab, so
Ooh, nice. You know, I gave Crash her first squab just a few days ago.
so you're like
Oh,
the
is that true?
ambassador.
Yeah, yeah, this is one of my favorite places.
Are you a regular? Do they know your name?
Uh, you know, it's complicated. Let's just say they used to.
I'm getting used to complicated. I'll say that.
Mm.
It's been quite a few 3 days. Oh, wow. Only 3 days? It feels like months at this point, honestly.
Mhm. Yeah,
I'm
that
trying
does.
actually to look through the plot summaries and figure out how many days this whole campaign has been.
I tried doing that first, but I lost track. I lost track when my initial party went into the catacombs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's catacombs here. That's right.
Hmm.
Um,
But yeah, I guess we're just waiting in line for swap.
do the guys in front of us, do they mention anything specific about their work? Are they like miners? Are they like
Well,
craftsmen?
that one box was real heavy. Yeah, I think they were importing rugs from Rocinante. You know, back at my house in the deep north, my mama had a nice rug. Real soft, good for napping. That's what I'd be doing right now if I could.
Miki,
Yep.
do you think they work at the shipyard? Maybe we should uh I'll tap him on the shoulder. Excuse me, sir.
Oh, what you? Hello.
Do you happen to work at the shipyard?
Yep.
Do you know if there are any ships that are heading towards Parvus anytime soon?
Well, there's plenty of ships. They go to all the countries. Everyone loves to trade with Elenia Toth. There's always more to unload.
All right.
That
Thank you.
that could
Thank
be
you
an
for your
option.
time. Enjoy your squab when you get it.
Uh, sure thing, fella.
Miki, that sounds, it is a possibility if the
Mm.
teleporter doesn't work out, given that the uh you know
Yeah,
situation we're in currently.
yeah. If we can't work out a deal with temporarily gaining access for. It's weird. We're normally the more rambunctious ones. It's weird that they got themselves into trouble there.
I think it's just that we're so used to being rambunctious, so we know how to hide it. This might have been their first outing with the rambunks.
Maybe. But yeah. If we don't work out a deal so that we can teleport quickly, it's definitely probably our fastest option.
For sure, the fastest. But I mean, a ship will take what? Maybe 2-3 months? We've
Maybe.
got time, right? We don't have time, Miggy, is the
No,
thing.
we
But
don't. We don't know what people are doing and what 2 months what we can lose from losing 2 months.
yeah.
But that's a talk for when we're all together. Hopefully plan A works through, but right now let's just focus on Squab.
Yes, of course. The rest of the time that we're online, I think I just like pull out like a little piece of paper and I start trying to sketch how I think like a steam engine would work, trying to finish that halfling's idea still.
Nice. You all are almost at the head of the line now. And the guys in front of you are ordering. You see the stall keepers are like, okay, my friend, come closer. You want the squab or what else? And the guys are like, yep, I'll take 3 squabs. And yes, 3 silver pieces, please. You want the garlic sauce? No, that's too spicy for me. I'll just take the squabs. All right, right this way. Hurry, yes, there are many customers. Thank you. Enjoy. And the guys mosey off, and pretty soon it's your turn. And this tall, gangly fellow is waving at you and says, come, squab for you, yes?
Yes.
Very good. How many squab for you? Please, hurry, yes. Very good. Much time to think in the line. Tell me now.
Yeah, Andre, how much would you like? I'm personally getting 3 for
Yes, 2
myself.
squab for you. 2 squab for you. 4 silver
Okay.
pieces.
Okay. Do you have any something spicy sauce?
Yes, the garlic. Or you want spicier?
Yeah, spicier. Give me the spiciest you have.
Very good. Yes, red pepper. Yes, red pepper on these, on all of them or just these?
Give me on 2, my 2.
Okay. And there's just like a little cloud of red pepper that erupts around the two squabs on sticks that are in front of you. And he says, yes, 4 silver pieces, please.
Okay. I'll give him 5 silver pieces and I'll say that's a tip. Thank you. Service was excellent.
Oh, thank you. Very good. Bless you. Yes, in the name of the tannery. Very good. Thank you. And he motions you along, and next comes a bunch of cute children.
Oh.
All of whom are desirous of the yummy chicken. Squab. So yeah, so you all are standing in the dirty street. There is hustle and bustle around you, and the squab is hot under your hands. The juices drip down the sticks and sort of burn your hands a little bit deliciously. The smell and the steam wafts up from the greasy skin. And what do you do?
I want to watch Miki take the first bite, see how she approaches it.
Yeah, I just full on just hold it sideways and just kind of bite into like the thick breast meat while getting out the second squab and kind of holding it up to lean to who's on my shoulder and just kind of holding it up so he can start eating too.
And you
All
hear
right, all right.
you hear the stall keeper saying, "Yes, children, yes, go stand over by those two very tall people."
It's true. We are tall.
Yeah.
I start cracking at my squab as well, kind of following Miki's lead.
And it
Uh,
just bursts with juices that just come down your chin immediately. It's warm and hot and delicious and properly spicy. It's just the right mix.
I think Andre likes the pain of spice. I'm so sorry. I think he the same way that he likes, a strong beer. I think he likes a spicy food.
Mm.
It sounds like my grandfather. It is delicious and filling, and you feel the need to wolf down the entire thing. It's fresh and very hot, but just right, and greasy and gamey and enjoyable. And for Andre, crackling with bird bones.
Okay.
Miki, you should try it. These bones are they snap easy.
Mm. All right.
You
Yeah,
could probably do it with your elven teeth.
okay. I'll try to snap the bone and try to get at the marrow.
Sure, not too difficult to snap the bone.
Okay, cool.
There's not much in the way of marrow in the bones. They're hollow bird bones for flying. So you are not finding marrow in there, but definitely snapping these thready little bird bones inside there.
There isn't much flavor in these, but they are kind of good to kind of chew on once you're done with it. It's kind of a little bit morbid that I kind of have a pet bird and that I'm cracking bird bones, but it's fine.
I think Andre is like a dog with a bone, just loudly chewing. Doesn't hear what you said. Just yeah, do. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So it is enjoyable as all hell. And yeah, you're standing there, you've been waiting in line, you've been having your day, so it's around 5:30, 5:45 now. It's still pretty hot and humid, sort of an August 31st kind of day. August 31st in California kind of day.
Well, now that our squab's done, do you just want to head back? Or do you want to head
Yeah,
up to the library and do a little bit of studying there?
the library was so far last time.
Oh, true. Yeah,
I don't
it's a
know if
good
it'll
couple
really
hours.
be. Yeah.
We don't want to keep them late again.
Mm-hmm. We could always, explore another library another time. I think there's more to be found out there in the world at the moment.
Yeah, maybe in Parvus they have a different library with different perspectives on how certain events happened.
Yeah, another librarian.
Mm.
They were trying their best and I appreciate it, but they were not as helpful as I had hoped.
Yeah, maybe they just worked a lot that day and so they were mentally clocked out. And it's always good to give people the benefit of the doubt that they were trying, but they could have been better. For working
Miki,
at the Royal Library.
it's crazy that you have that opinion and I have this opinion. And then, the whole stealing thing that happened earlier today.
It's a bad
I
habit. I picked it up just when you're around a charlatan and that's you use that as your main source of income, it's just hard to break.
Miki, my old mentor used to always tell me that uh trade is just a nicer way of saying thievery. So
Mm, exactly. Oh, I never thought about it like that.
So maybe let's go check on Crash and head out for the night, right?
Yeah.
Not much else to do.
Yeah. Yeah, it's best to get a good long rest in, especially after this day. Where is Kaz, by the way? He kind of disappeared.
I knew we forgot something. I knew we forgot something. Oh,
Oh shit.
where did we
Oh,
see him? Ah,
where did?
he became a were-rat.
Yes.
We were in the carriage. He was with us in the carriage because
Mhm.
we were
He would
trying to
fall
make sure
off
he
the
wouldn't fall
carriage.
asleep. Do you think he fell off? Oh,
Oh no. Oh shoot. He could
he
be
probably
anywhere.
dozed off when we weren't looking and full fell off the carriage. And we just didn't notice. And
he was barely hanging in there. Oh
he
shit.
He was in the room with you when you were talking to the prince and Valentis. So I'm going to tell you that he was so upset about catching were-rat therianthropy that he told you he was going to go lay down, and he just spent the whole day moping in his room.
Gotcha.
wait, he was with us when we talked to the prince.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Oh,
that.
oh,
Okay. Good.
that's
Good.
such
Okay.
a relief.
So we know he's at least being taken care of.
Yes. Oh, that's bad. We forgot about Kaz. That's bad.
That is ugh. Do you think he'll like a squab?
I, you know what? I think he'd love a squab.
I'll
Even
take
if he didn't before, with the whole were-rat situation, he's probably, right? It just seems like a 2-and-2 thing, right? Were-rats,
yeah.
squab.
Yeah, rats eat birds all the time. It's
If I
definitely
was
not
a
the other
rat,
way
I'd
around.
love to eat a bird. It would feel like a moral comeuppance, right? They're
Yeah.
over there flying, and
Yeah,
you
with
have to
all
live in the sewers.
exactly like with all the eagles that swoop down and eat rats and all that, it's kind of poetic having a rat eat a bird just like that.
It's a true underdog story, is what it is.
Exactly. All right. Yeah, I'll go wait in line for do you think he'll see I'll get 2 squab for him. Or he may be in the ceilings. I'll get 4. I'll get 4 squab.
All right.
It takes a couple hours to walk back to the castle. Why?
That's fine.
I think. Do you want me to wait here with you? Maybe I should head back to the castle.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'll just walk back, just holding these 4 squabs and kind of, I can create like a little fire to keep them warm.
Well, he's asleep, right? He's been sleeping all day, so.
Oh, fair. Okay, so okay, hmm.
I mean, if
You
you
know,
can
we'll
heat
we'll
him
get
up,
him.
maybe we can just reheat him later.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah,
We'll just treat him later.
Yeah,
Forget the line. We'll treat him out to squab later when
exactly.
it's more easily available.
Exactly. We'll cook him something up later. Either have someone actually get him a good meal, or us try to do something on the road.
I'm in, I can cook edible meals, so
I mean, I've eaten a lot of food, so that has to translate into something.
right?
Yeah,
It's got to.
yeah.
Okay, let's head back to the castle.
Do it.
All right, you all head back to the castle. Miki buys some squab. She keeps them warm on the walk. Crash is already camped out in her room learning spells. You go back to the castle. You go back to your rooms. Now it's late. You slide the squabs under his door, under Kaz's door. Maybe we can retroactively do his reaction. And yeah, now you're, in your hallway with your rooms.
Mhm.
I think Andre would excuse himself and head to his room early and just start trying to crack that steam engine mystery, and probably doing some more research or kind of like experiments, I guess, to try and get his staff back in working order, and his like concoctions or potions or spells back in order as well, just like flavor wise.
Sounds good. I'd say it's getting around 8 o'clock. So Andre starts doing that. We know that Sarah Crash is deep in study in her room. Oh, ding, 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 ding. Miki, what are you doing?
I guess I'd just be being left alone, kind of just playing a little bit with Lean to, trying to. I guess she would read her book on Owls of Immortality, trying to think uh, think on her family or something like that, and then just kind of call it a night.
Roll a religion check.
What is my religion? It is the best. It is a -1. Oh, that's really good.
As you're thinking about your family, you you hear a voice in your head. Let me get this happy crowd noise out of here. There's no crowd in your room. Do I like that music? You hear a voice in your head, and it says, Miki.
Yes.
No, there are two of you here.
What do you mean?
Somewhere else. Somewhere else.
So wait, there's me from somewhere else, and then another version of me that was originally here.
You left behind is just as real as you are, but it's a different place. And your family is real here too.
It's real here too. Oh. Maybe I can finally see them again.
You can see yourself too. If you want, I can bring you to them.
Can you? Please?
Let me show you. And in your mind, a vague, almost imaginary picture of your family each of your siblings, you with lean-to, them with their animals, hanging out in a peaceful, foresty setting. You see them having an evening together. Would you like to describe it more in detail?
Um, are are all four of us there?
Mm-hmm.
All right, then. First, I guess you would see. I would notice me. Just I would assume kind of same kind of general garb with kind of brown dress, in her little autumn form as she normally is, with lean-to kind of just hanging out there. You would see another uh, an Eladrin elf as well. This is her older brother. Um, Let me race to pull up my little sheet. Did I describe?
While you're pulling it up, you see them relaxing in a wooded setting, but it also is populated. It's a populated place in the woods, a private place in a populated woodland setting, relaxing, comfortable, your whole family as if they had never been attacked. In fact, the Miki of this world has no scar on her throat.
Gotcha. Then I guess this Miki would probably be kind of singing, because, or uh, enjoying herself and kind of talking out loud, singing tunes. Yeah. Uh, but probably off to the side, you'd see one that looks a little older than her. A An Eladrin with a little owl on his shoulder, kind of reading some books that could probably be more political, or things like that. Kind of just a little book nerd. Uh, and then kind of similar age to the older one, you'd see a pink-haired female wood elf, kind of with little bow and arrow on her back, kind of laying up against a yellow, not yellow, a white jaguar with goldenish yellow markings on it. Kind of just listening intently and just kind of just smiling and having fun. Maybe making a little bit of arrows. And then you'd see another wood elf, looking similar age to Miki, with a kind of wrestling with a polar bear club, just kind of being all feisty, kind of just, playing muscle housing around, wrestling, kind of suplexing, kind of that. Yeah.
And just like that, the image disappears and the voice in your head says, I can bring you to them. All you have to do is take back the land.
Yeah. I'll definitely do that. Anything to see them again.
Also, I'll give you more power. Remember that.
That's always good. I gotta prevent them from going through what I went through.
You're safe.
Thank the gods.
But our land is ruled by humans and so many other creatures.
Mm-hmm.
You need to bring this land back to us, where it was taken from the true owners.
And the curse of Calcus Toth.
Do this for me.
I will.
And your eyes focus in on Story of the Owl that you were reading.
Mm. All right.
All right, you guys going to bed?
Yeah, do I learn augury?
Yeah.
I think I am supposed to roll a check for that.
It's a ritual spell, so you have to cast it.
I mean to learn it.
Oh, yeah, okay. Go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
Okay.
If you roll low, the spell scroll explodes.
I think that's rules as written, but a 21, so we're good.
You don't learn it anyway.
Oh,
You learn it.
woo.
Rules is written. It's a cleric spell.
That's true.
So you learn the spell, and the spell scroll doesn't explode on you, and you all get a good night's sleep, and no one tries to kill you while you're sleeping, whether you set a watch or not, and you will start next time with a new day. And now we're gonna move to the checkouts. 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 So who's got inspiration currently? One. Okay, we can do an inspiration vote between the other two.
I gave mine to a rat.
So something you enjoyed about the session, something you enjoyed that another player did, and then inspiration vote twixt Eve and Daniel. And Eve, you're up.
Okay. I enjoyed all of this session. I feel like we struck a good balance of doing, oh no, of having a sort of leisurely shopping roleplay episode while also being pretty practical and getting some things done. I enjoyed squab scenes and meeting a player character from another game and that sort of thing. I liked the big backstory Miki scene. Always fun to see somebody else's dream sequence type like vision stuff. That was cool. I will give my inspiration to Daniel. Yeah, clean.
All right. Next up is Alex.
Yeah, I very much enjoyed the session. It was a shock to actually pull that backstory out. I was not expecting that, especially like them being peaceful. I was fully expecting them to not exist in this reality. So that's something I have to think about. Yeah, I'm still reeling from that. But I very much enjoyed Sarah diving into the river to save the rat, and then the rat turned out to actually be a druid, another player druid. And yeah, I very much enjoyed Andre kind of being there with me shopping, kind of our little squab scene and all that. Yeah, I very much enjoyed that. I would give my inspiration. Let's go with Eve.
All right.
Emily, you should vote for yourself. No one's ever done it before. You should do it. Break the mold.
Are
Daniel.
you sure?
Yeah.
Daniel, you're up.
Something I enjoyed about the session, there was a lot. I did really like the whole save the rat sequence. And I didn't even think about it until later, but this was like a cat saving a rat, which is also kind of nice. That the dream sequence at the end was really good. I really liked that. And it was just fun. Just all the little role play moments. I feel like I don't usually like love super long shopping sequences just because it's usually like I guess like the DMs that I've played with before, they don't have an inventory set up. So it's like, what do they have? And it's like, I don't know. What do you need? I really liked and the same way that I think a lot of people do, I like that idea so much that I'm like, I'm probably gonna do that now. I think it's really cool to just be like, this is what they have, so this is what you guys can get. If there's something else specific, you can have that, but if not, uh, it made it go by, I think, a lot easier than I'm used to shopping sequences being. Um, and yeah, something I enjoyed that another player did. I really did enjoy the rat sequence with Crash, and I also enjoyed just all the little things that happened with Miki, from stealing from the old lady and then feeling bad about it, and then still taking the candy and be like, it's a really good candy though. The squab scene, I really had fun with the squab scene a lot. Uh, and I really liked the vibe of that other player character because I feel like I've played a character like that before, the one who's just like, I'm just here to do the thing. All right. Yep. So
I
it was
liked
really
when
fun to see that.
I like
Go ahead.
that when he was like, I was like, what is your moral system? What do you believe? He was like, I'm good. I'm a good person. That's my morality.
I liked when it was you asked him like, do you guys have like a moral code with the heart or something? He was like, nah, we're just good. I thought that was great.
Mm.
Yeah, no, that's I think that's everything. Uh Eve did tell me to vote for myself, so I kind of want to just so we could have done it at least once. So I'm gonna
Never
vote for,
before. Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the poop disturber and vote for myself.
Groundbreaking.
All right, I'm gonna roll a D3. If I roll a 1, I won't vote for anyone. If I roll a 2 or a 3, it'll be for Eve or Daniel. And if I vote for Eve, then I'll roll again. It's a 3 for Daniel, so Daniel definitely gets it.
Okay.
Yeah, that character, obviously it's a non-player character now, and it's in your world. And but that's how that player plays that character. That's how that character talks and thinks. And oh, a lot of times when they're in the middle of conversations with people, he'll just say, "We're heroes." So, not that he's particularly like that he has an inflated sense of his own messianical components. He just he's really down to earth. So anyway, I'm glad that you enjoyed interacting with Hasem, and perhaps you will interact with him again. Um, and so now there are a few new threads of interesting stuff that have been introduced. Uh, there's the heart. I'll write them down in the channel and I'll put down the plot summary, but there's the heart, and then also it was mentioned checking out Ontron's Tamerlane. So there's a few more fun threads to pull. So when you wake up, you'll be at the castle. You'll know the spell augury. Um, Kaz will hopefully be there, sort of feverishly suffering from were-ratdom. I guess if he's in the session next time, I'll make him roll to see if anything creepy happens during the night with him. But nobody outside of your party attacked you during the night. And you can all log the benefits of a long rest, one way or the other. Um, and yeah, I really enjoy playing with all three of you, and I really enjoy the dimensionality to all of your characters and what that lends to the story. And so it's fun DMing for you, and I really liked all of the things that happened. From robbing old ladies to the delicious taste of squab, to pulling rats out of the river with one arm. So 1 week from today, we shall resume the saga of Elenia Toth B.